December 25th, a date celebrated across the globe, adorned with lights, songs, and trees. Many assume it originated with pagan festivals or ancient myths. The truth reveals a deeper story, one rooted in history, faith, and prophetic symbolism. This documentary explores the journey of Christmas, why early believers chose December 25th, and the hidden meanings entwined with winter, darkness, and light. December marked the winter solstice in many ancient cultures. Romans celebrated Saturnalia, a festival honoring Saturn, the god of agriculture. The festival included feasting, gift-giving, and candles to brighten long nights. In Northern Europe, people celebrated the Yule festival, lighting fires to summon the return of the sun. These festivals shared themes of renewal, light emerging from darkness, and hope during the coldest, darkest days of the year. Early historians noted similarities between these celebrations and Christmas traditions, sparking debates about whether December 25th is borrowed from paganism. Early Christian writings show that the exact date of Jesus' birth remained unknown. Church fathers debated the timing, and various regions celebrated in different months, some in spring, others in winter. The focus of early believers centered on theological meaning, not calendar accuracy. They honored Jesus as the light entering the world, fulfilling prophecies of a Messiah who would bring hope to all nations. By the 4th century, December 25th became widely recognized in Rome. Scholars suggest multiple reasons the Church settled on December 25th. One explanation links the date to the calculated date of the Annunciation, when Mary conceived Jesus, believed by some to occur on March 25th. Adding 9 months leads to December 25th, a symbolic fulfillment of divine timing. Another explanation considers the cosmic symbolism of light conquering darkness. The winter solstice marked the point when days began lengthening. Choosing this date emphasized Jesus as the true light of the world, whose birth drives back spiritual darkness. December 25th connects natural cycles to divine purpose, aligning human observation with God's prophetic design. Some Christmas traditions, candles, decorated trees, and gift-giving originate from cultural practices that predate Christianity. Candles and fires were used in pagan festivals to symbolize the return of light during the winter solstice. Evergreen trees represented life enduring through winter. Gifts were often exchanged as tokens of hope and renewal. Though these customs were adapted from older cultures, they carry profound prophetic symbolism when viewed through a biblical lens. For example, the Bible repeatedly connects light to God's presence. In John 1:4-5, we read, "In him was life, and the life was the light of men. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it." Candles illuminate darkness, reflecting Christ as the true light entering a world overshadowed by sin. Lighting candles during the winter season becomes a visual reminder of the prophecy in Isaiah 9:2. "The people who walked in darkness have seen a great light. Those who dwelt in the land of deep darkness, on them has light shined." John the Baptist prepared the way, declaring Jesus as the true light coming into a world overshadowed by sin. Winter, long nights and cold symbolize the spiritual darkness of humanity. The birth of Christ represents the dawn of hope, the spark of divine light breaking through. Another example is the evergreen tree. Though not mentioned directly in the Bible, evergreens symbolize eternal life and hope, themes central to Christ's birth and mission. Just as these trees remain alive through the harshest winter, Jesus' arrival signals a life that endures beyond sin and death. The tree becomes a living symbol of the eternal kingdom he will establish. Lastly, we have the example of gift-giving. The tradition of exchanging gifts echoes the gifts brought by the Magi: gold, frankincense, and myrrh, shown in Matthew 2:11. These offerings honored the king and symbolized his divinity, priestly role, and eventual suffering. In this way, gift-giving mirrors the prophetic acknowledgement of Christ's mission and the hope his birth brings to the world. These traditions, while influenced by culture, are more than decoration or custom. Candles, trees, and gifts point to the deeper truth of Christmas. Light shines into darkness, life endures, and God's promise manifests in human history. They transform cultural practices into symbols of prophecy realized. Red, green, and gold color the Christmas season, each carrying deep symbolic meaning. Red represents sacrifice and redemption, reminding believers of Jesus' blood and the salvation he brought. Green reflects eternal life, renewal, and hope, like evergreens that endure the cold of winter, pointing to the everlasting kingdom foretold in Isaiah. Gold symbolizes divinity, glory, and kingship, echoing the gifts of the Magi and affirming Christ as King of Kings. Even in the colors of celebration, Christmas communicates the prophetic story of Christ's birth. Light conquering darkness, life triumphing over death, and God's glory entering the world. December 25th is not merely a borrowed tradition. It carries layers of meaning, historical, theological, and prophetic. The light of the world came at the darkest season. The prophecy of hope entered human history, and the celebration reminds believers that God's timing orchestrates history in perfect harmony. Christmas points beyond the past. It points to the eternal truth. Light shines in darkness, and nothing can extinguish it. For more biblical explorations, hidden meanings, and prophetic truths, subscribe and turn on notifications. This is Signs and Wonders, uncovering the mysteries God has woven into history.